Harihi Om, Shri Gurubhyo Namaha, Mahaperiyava Sharanam. Shri Soundarya Lahari, explanation of verse 26. Virinchif panchatvam brajati harirapnoti viratim vinasham kinashah bhajati dhanado yati nidhanam vitandri mahendri vitatirapi sammilita drisha mahasamharesmin viharati sati tvatpatirasau. In verse 26 of Soundarya Lahari, Pativratam, chastity of Ambikai and the loftiness, the greatness of that is beautifully explained. Let us look at the Padachedam and then detailed explanation. Virinchihi panchatvam brajati harihi apnoti viratim vinasham kinashah bhajati dhanadah yati nidhanam vitandri mahendri vitatihi api sammilita drisha maha samhare asmin viharati sati tvat patihi asau. Anything born has to die. Anything that has a beginning has to end. The shloka talks about punarapi jananam, punarapi maranam, not just for human or other beings in the universe, but for the universe itself, where it is created, destructed and recreated. When the destruction happens, everyone responsible for the creation, for the protection, for the taking care of the universe also is destroyed because of the Mahapralaya. However, there is an exception that happens. What is the exception and what is the cause for that exception is beautifully explained by Adi Shankara Bhagavad Padar in this verse 26. Virinchihi panchatvam brajati harihi apnoti viratim. Virinchihi, a nama that is very familiar to us, Brahmadeva. Panchatvam vrajati, faces dissolution or destruction. He dissolutes into the 5 elements or faces his end, the death. Harihi apnoti viratim. Harihi, Mahavishnu, is no exception. He also meets his end. Vinasham kinashah bhajati dhanadah yati nidhanam. Kinashah, the Lord of Death, Yama, also experiences destruction. He obtains bhajati, vinasham, destruction. Dhanadah yati nidhanam. The Lord of Wealth, Kubera, also becomes wealthless. So he also proceeds to his end, his death. Vitandri mahendri vitatihi api sammilita drisha. Vitandri, in a deep state of sleep, indicating death. Mahendri vitatihi api, the Mahendras, the 14 Manvantras and the Indras ruling the 14 Manvantras. Each of them also face their end of destruction. Typically, Mahendra and the other Devas never experience laziness, they never sleep. In fact, they don't blink at all. However, when they face destruction, their end, sammilita drisha, their eyes become closed as though they are in deep sleep, being lazy. Mahendri vitatihi api, the group of Mahendras also experience their destruction or the end, which is death. However, Maha Samhare Asmin Viharati Sati Tvat Patihi Asau. In this shloka, Adi Shankara Bhagavad Padar has used the nama of Ambikai, Sati. Sati is the nama that she had when she was born as Dakshayani, Daksha's daughter. We all know the legend behind it, where Daksha Prajapati insults Mahadeva. Dakshayani, unable to bear that, refuses to carry the body given by her father Daksha. She immolates herself in the Homa, and thus the name Sati. The chastity of Shakti, the Pativratam, the love and the duty-bound wife is beautifully brought out in this character of Ambikai. Hence he says, O Sati, Sati, Tvat Patihi Asau. This husband of yours, indicating Sadashiva, Parameshwara, when this destruction happens, Maha Samhare Asmin, when the great universal destruction happens, he is completely untouched by it. Instead of experiencing his end, what he does, Biharati, he sports, he plays playfully along with you in the Sahasrara. Brahmadeva proceeds to death. Hari also meets an end. Lord Yama obtains destruction. Kubera becomes wealthless and meets his end. The group of Indras are also in deep sleep, death with their eyes closed. O Sati, in this great universal destruction, this Sadashiva, your husband alone, sports, he plays with you in the Sahasrara. And this is possible only because of Ambikai's Pativratam. The longevity of husband is tied to Pativratam of the wife. Here, even though Mahapralayam is happening, Sadashiva, Parameshwara is untouched by it because of the Shakti he obtains from Sati, the ever pure and chaste wife of Mahadeva. Virinchihi Panchatvam Vrajati Harihi Apnoti Viratim. Brahmadeva dissolutes into 5 elements, proceeds to death. Mahavishnu also meets his end. Vinasham Kinashaha Bhajati Dhanadaha Yati Nidhanam. Yama, the lord of death, also experiences destruction. Kubera, the lord of wealth, becomes wealthless and experiences his end. Vitandri Mahendri Vitatihi Api Sammilita Drisha. The group of Indras are also in deep sleep, death with their eyes completely closed. Maha Samhare Asmin Biharati Sati Tvat Patihi Asau. O Sati, during the great universal destruction, Mahapralayam, this Sadashiva alone is completely untouched. Instead, your husband sports playfully with you in the Sahasrara. The corresponding Nama from Lalita Sahasranamam, Maheshwara Mahakalpa Mahatandava Sakshini. When the Mahakalpa, Mahapralayam happened, Maheshwara did not experience destruction. Instead, he performed the Mahatandavam, and Ambal indeed is the witness to that Tandavam. This shloka can be chanted to overcome all kinds of enmity. Thus concludes the explanation of verse 26 of Sri Soundarya Lahari. Sarvam Krishnarpanamastu. Harihi Om Tatsat. Mahaperiyava Sharanam. Jai Jai Shankara. Hara Hara Shankara.